Warning: this program typically features strong language, sexual innuendo, politically incorrect commentary, and real stories from the road. Viewer discretion is advised. In the last episode, we got a rooftop tent and an ARB fridge for our 4Runner in preparation for our upcoming trip to Baja California. We were also reunited with Ripley, our beloved VW Syncro and longtime central character of this travel series. This time around, we get Ripley ready to sell, and then finish the build on our 4Runner. Finally en route to Baja, and hopefully South America, we turn the page to a new chapter in our overland travels. Good morning, we're here in Colorado Springs. I'm driving Ripley, the Syncro, and Jessica is driving Wednesday, the 4Runner. And we're on our way to the Toyota dealership where we bought the 4Runner from to get the cold air intake put in and a larger exhaust, heavier duty springs in the rear, an oil change, and a couple other things. So that's what's happening. We'll keep you abreast of the situation as it unfolds. That day, we took the 4Runner to the dealership to get some scheduled maintenance done on it before heading back to Steve's shop to go over our list of repairs that Ripley needed.
This is all the stuff you want to do to prep it for sale.
I'd like to do this today. You can do those two things today?
Do we know where the wire is that...
The VSS? So, because we've decided to sell the Syncro, we're here in Colorado Springs with Steve at Mountain Bus Works. And we're getting a whole bunch of little things fixed on the Syncro. These are small things, like, for example, some gauges weren't working and it's because they were plugged into the wrong thing, or the pop top has been an issue. Like, it's been really hard to close, and I think Steve just fixed it. I'm about to try it. And a couple other little things, like this fan right here was really loud, got that fixed. Just some little things just to... I want somebody, when they come to buy this, to know that we've taken care of it, and to know that when I say, like, this thing is ready to go, it's ready to go. Because I really don't want to sell it and somebody have a lot of trouble with it like we've had. And so that's why we've been trying to dial it in and get it set up and ready to sell. It breaks my heart, to be honest, because, it's pretty much dialed in already and could be used to travel around the world. It's just... I don't know that I could keep traveling in this just because of the history and a lot of the stuff that's happened with other things that have gone wrong. It's just been really taxing on Jessica and I, and it's kind of like, maybe it's time to let this go and let somebody have a crack at it now that it's all pretty much dialed in and almost perfect. Just let them enjoy it, because they won't have all the baggage that we're carrying around, It sucks, but I think that's probably for the best. With our Syncro in good hands, it was time to set about doing a few things to our 4Runner to prepare for our trip into Latin America. Alright, today I am going to be making some brackets for the 4Runner. You can see the Syncros right here behind me. We're not working on that today. Well, Steve's working on it, but I'm not. Here's the 4Runner, and I'm going to make some brackets that go right here on our crossbars. brackets will come down here, and that's so that we can hang an awning.
You got an awning.
Yes! Goal 0. Power anything, anywhere. I have the power. Super stoked to have gotten this Goal 0 1400. I do not remember like what the specs on it are. I just remember that it will charge our laptop a bunch of times and keep it charged, and we'll also be able to run our fridge off of it and be able to run like a heated blanket at night. Now, a couple downsides of the Yeti. Hi Petunia. It only lasts 500 cycles as opposed to 3,000 cycles for the other lithium system that we were considering, and the lithium system that the Syncro has also lasts up to 3,000 cycles, which is about 7 to 10 years, something like that. This has 500 cycles, and it's the price of those other batteries minus installation. But you know, this does have like all these readouts that tell you, you know how much power you're using, what your input wattage is, what your output watts are, you know, stuff like that. It's very useful. It has a built-in pure sine wave inverter, so you don't have to buy an extra inverter. It has charge control built in, and we can hook solar up through right here. So I don't know, in my opinion, it's kind of, you're paying for convenience and you're paying for ease of use, and that was worth it for us, just because we've endured having dual battery systems that we've wired up and have worked. It's just, man, it's just such a pain, and this is going to be way easier, so that's why we did it. Plus, the style of overlanding that we're going to be doing is going to be very different. It won't be a lot of working from the road. It won't be a lot of it won't be as energy intensive as the way we did it last time was, so we're hoping that this will work. We'll see. After receiving our Goal 0 battery, we had a Wilco hitch gate installed on the truck to carry our full-size spare and 2 jerry cans. We got 0 footage of that though, so let's move on to loading up the truck to finally start heading west.
Alright, time to put all my clothes in. Oops. So the way we keep our clothes organized is with these little packing cubes. And I've got them separated by long sleeve, short sleeve, pants, underwears and bras, and then kind of a catch-all for sweaters or hats, scarves, anything like that.
I'm not sure if I've told you guys this before, but usually Petunia, when she sees us packing up the vehicle, usually Petunia will stand between the exit of the house and the vehicle to ensure that she doesn't get left behind. That's her thing.
We are putting our sheets on the bed.
Well, this is it. What we have been preparing for, what we've been planning for, what we've been working towards is finally going to happen. We are leaving Colorado Springs and we're headed to California to pick up a few more things in Los Angeles to finish the build on our 4Runner, and then we go to La Paz, where we're going to be staying for 3 months. So this is where we slept last night, at Mark and Sarah's house just outside of Durango. You guys have not met Mark and Sarah, we've just never pointed a camera at them, but they are the first people that we ever hung out with on the road. I don't know how to explain that. I guess they contacted us via Instagram and were like, hey guys, if you're in Durango, come hang, and we were in Durango, so we came and hung with them, and that was 4 years ago. They're really awesome people. I didn't want to film them and put a camera in their face. I guess that's just not how our relationship is, or at least that's how I perceive our relationship is, or whatever. Anyways, you get the idea. But we slept here last night. First night in the Maggiolina, the roof tent. It was 12 degrees outside, but we were pretty warm inside. We had our sleeping bags, our blankets, and then underneath the mattress we have a heated mattress pad that dissipates the heat into the mattress and keeps you warm. Worked pretty damn well. My legs were actually sweating last night. But yeah, man, very cold, but it was comfortable in there. The dog slept with us. Petunia slept like right here next to me, just like with her ass like in my face. Fantastic. I love nothing more than having a dog's ass in my face all night. Today we're headed to Flagstaff, or just beyond Flagstaff. We'll take you along. See you out there. After Durango, we made tracks further west towards Los Angeles, where we'd scheduled with some vendors there to complete the build on our 4Runner. One of the biggest challenges in our Toyota was figuring out a solution for organizing our belongings and having a functional interior and kitchen. After considering a few different options, we contacted Goose Gear about their cabinet systems and were able to have the system installed at Wolf Adventure Vehicle Outfitters in Orange County. So?
I'm digging it. I really like it. I'm impressed. And I'm just really excited to not have all of our shit just everywhere all the time. Like, I'm really excited about that. I believe this is our kitchen setup going in. So our ARB fridge will be on a slider in there, and then our stove will we'll have a home now in another slider.
And with the cabinet installed, it was time to finally organize all our stuff. You ready for this?
I am excited.
Yeah? This is your thing, isn't it? I don't think we're gonna have a white Christmas.
We're gonna have a very brown Christmas.
Christmas music. How's your OCD?
Oh man, it is like happier than a clam. Is that the phrase? It's not done yet. It's in process.
It's looking real good. I mean, it looks organized. Have you played Tetris before?
I have.
All right, I think we've been out here for about 3 hours now organizing, and we have organized all of our stuff. I am shocked. I am flabbergasted at how much we're able to fit in here and still have tons of space left over. But it's just crazy that we have fit almost everything that was essential to us in the Syncro fits in here with the Goose Gear system. Unbelievable. I'm shocked. Are you shocked?
Shocked. Flabbergasted.
What else?
Flabbergasted.
And?
Amazed.
And?
I don't know any other adjectives.
She's out of adjectives. That's because she's ESL. Ruh-roh. First sticker going on the Goose Gear. Crooked. Just how I like it. All right, we are at the hotel, getting ready to head to All-Star Off-Road or One-Star Off-Road, or I don't know what it's called, to get the slimline bumper and the winch installed. This will be pretty much the last thing that we do on our build. We're pretty excited for it, so we'll see you there. Remember that time that I said we were going to go to a place called All-Star One-Star Off-Road to get our slimline bumper installed? I was wrong. It's called Alpha Off-Road. and we're gonna get our slimline bumper installed here. To house our worn Xeon 10S winch and a thin light bar, we had a Southern-style off-road slimline front bumper installed by the guys at Alpha Off-Road. Both the Southern-style off-road bumper and the Goose gear interior were installed in Los Angeles, California, only a few short days before crossing the border into Baja. Until now, our life out on the road had been a series of forced and unforced errors that we seemed to make almost as often as we turned the keys to our different rigs. What started as a simple dream to see our country through a windshield became a tour of America, one mechanical failure at a time. I'd come to associate our time out here not with the scent of the crispness in the ocean breeze or the sweetness of a damp forest floor, but with the acrid smell of used brake fluid, burnt gearbox oil, and hot diesel. The tone was set from the start. Our first rig blew its motor less than a week into our first journey. Our white Vanagon proved to not necessarily be a money pit of repairs, but a financial repository of endless upgrades in our search for better performance. And with Ripley came the dream of traveling the world, and thus setting out to build the best, most reliable Syncro possible. The hubris of that endeavor proved the old proverb that pride comes before the fall. Behind us lay 3 rigs, a huge hole in our bank account, and too many memories of shop hoists and parts invoices to recount. In 4 years of rig after rig, we'd learned that the promise of better was just another manifestation of consumptive complexity, masquerading as frictionless progress. Re-engineering every rig didn't make the ocean's breeze more crisp, and it didn't make the forest floor smell any sweeter. The time to stop over-preparing vehicles had finally come in the relatively simple setup we pursued in our 4Runner. And so, with everything fitted and kitted, all we had left to do now was head into Baja. And though we didn't know it, a new chapter was unfolding. One with new perspectives on offer with every turn of the page. And the events that would transpire therein were ones we could have never imagined. Small problem, and we both feel like morons, but we thought we bought an ARB 37 quart fridge, and that's what our camp kitchen was built to, like those are the specs it was built to. But it turns out that we have a 50 quart ARB fridge, so we're stupid. That's it from us, homies. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, and consider supporting us on Patreon. We'll see you guys in the next one.